Hello and namaskaram to our free information session about our Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant course launching at the Lakshmi Ayurveda Academy, open for enrollment from the 16th of April 2025. This is really an exciting course as we prepared something really wonderful with an online component as well as a practical internship at the Lakshmi Clinic. I will be sharing my screen and I will take you through a PowerPoint presentation to find out a little bit more how we structured our Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant course. Before starting, I would like to pay respects to all my wonderful teachers, my guru, Dr. L. Mahadevan, and Lord Dhanvantaram. So welcome. Thanks for showing interest in this wonderful course. So this course is really suitable for anyone who is really serious about learning authentic classical Ayurveda. It's a 600 hours course in total. 300 hours of the course will be online and 300 is done practical. 250 hours are done at the Lakshmi Clinic in Fremantle. The entire course should be completed ideally within 2 years to receive certification. But we really encourage the students to complete the entire course within 1 year. Or if somebody is really doing this as a full-time, you might be already able to complete within 4 to 6 months full-time. So what can you do as an Ayurvedic lifestyle consultation? And really the options are endless, but primarily you will be able to perform Ayurvedic consultations. And in Ayurvedic consultations, it is really important to focus on lifestyle recommendations. This includes mindfulness techniques, Ayurvedic daily routine, which is called Dinacharya, advising the patient on seasonal routine, and all those self-practice massages, what they can at home. Provide dietary recommendations. So as an Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant, this is a huge component because you want to recommend recipes, spices, Ayurvedic nutrition in order for the patients to restore and regain their health. Perform Ayurvedic therapy. So this is something exciting what we also offer at the Lakshmi Clinic. You actually can add on to your lifestyle consultant course certified training in Abhyanga, which is the full body oil massage, in Katibasti, in Shirodhara, in Utsadana. Literally in all Ayurvedic therapies, we can provide you with extra training to receive certification. We've got already all of our courses scheduled for 2026. So if you're enrolling in April 2025, you already can plan what extra Ayurvedic therapies you would like to add on. As an Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant, you can provide a gentle Ayurvedic detox recommendations, which could include a dietary change, but also teas, spices, but also having a mung soup or khichdi cleanse, which is really important to do as a seasonal cleanse. So as an Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant, really, we provide you with the training to be very confident in providing Ayurvedic consultations. You do a health assessment according to Ayurveda, and you are able to give the patients advice on diet, lifestyle, Ayurvedic therapies, detox recommendation, simple Ayurvedic herbal combinations to restore the patient's health. So why train with us at the Lakshmi Ayurveda Academy? I will be your main teacher, the facilitator. I've got over 15 years of experience in the field of Ayurveda. I graduated with a Bachelor of Ayurveda with Manipal University, and it's quite rare for Westerners to have a bachelor degree in Ayurveda. Since my graduation, I dedicated my whole life to Ayurveda, and this is literally what we've been doing, or what I've been doing for the last 15 years, a lot of hands-on and practical training. So we built up a clinic in Fremantle, which we are now a fully equipped Panchakarma clinic. And this is something what I feel really makes our course outstanding, because you have the opportunity to work at a fully equipped Panchakarma clinic. As my belief is to study Ayurveda, yes, you can do online, but you really need to work in a clinic and have hands-on hands-on and practical experience. Besides this, we provide ongoing support, and the ongoing support throughout your studies, but also beyond. I'm doing mentoring for students, national, but also international, who graduated from different Ayurvedic programs. So I can also provide you with ongoing support after your graduation. There's a community and belonging. We also hosting occasionally or 6 monthly get-togethers for all of the members or all the students at the academy. But you will be part of the Lakshmi community. We are a team of over 10 practitioners and therapists. So when you come to the clinic, you really will feel that sense of belonging. We also get reduced workshop prices. So for any one of you joining the course, you can sign up to our workshops throughout the years. Topics could be including about herbs called Dravya Guna. We do women's health, we do tongue analysis, we do pulse analysis, we do head massage workshops. So those workshops are mostly scheduled on Saturday mornings, and you will be able to join for a reduced price. You also can come for your own treatments to the Lakshmi Clinic, which we highly recommend for you to experience Ayurvedic therapies. And there will be also a treatment discount for you. And really important, once you're enrolled in the course, you are eligible for a student member insurance from the IICT, the International Institute of Complementary Therapies, which is starting already from $95. And yes, there will be continuous professional development at the academy, but also beyond. We can connect you with conferences in India for anyone if you want to travel abroad for professional development. So we've got 12 modules on this course, and I will talk you through a little bit of the module overview. So, and my belief, it's almost the first 3 module is probably the hardest for you to get through, because this is something, maybe a lot of new information. We will be using Sanskrit terminology. We will be providing classical, authentic Ayurvedic training. But once you've done the first few modules and then you start to come to the clinic, it will be really, things will be starting to make sense and things fall into place. And what you learn in all modules, they always interweave. So you will hear the knowledge in different modules again. So module 1, introduction, which is the history of Ayurveda, classical Ayurvedic text, which you can see behind me. We talk about who are the different authors of Ayurveda, Charaka, Sushruta, and looking at the classical text and how it is structured. But also the Ayurvedic definition of health according to Ayurveda, aspects of life, and so much more. In the second module, we diving into the fundamental principles of Ayurveda. And many of those Sanskrit words for the people who are really new to Ayurveda doesn't have much meaning much yet. But by the end of module 2, you will be knowing about the Pancha Mahabhutas, the 5 elements, about Vata, Pitta, and Kapha and their subdoshas, about the Agni, the digestive fire, the channel system within the body called Shrotas, talking about Ojas, the mind, Managunas, which is Sattva, Rajas, and Tamas, talking about Prakriti and Vikriti, about the Trimala. So this is just a little overview. We're covering so much. It's really a very thorough course. You will be learning classical Ayurvedic knowledge. Then we use moving into module 3, which is Roga Evam Vikriti Vijnana, which is about causative factors for disease. Very important module, because Ayurveda tells we need to eliminate the causative factor of a disease to treat our patients. So we're learning about what are the causative factors of disease, how they influence the doshas, and also how the season affect the doshas. Also how Ayurveda sees or has a perspective on disease. So then module 4, which is the Rogi Pariksha, very wonderful module, because here it becomes very interesting, hands-on. We will be examining our patient and learning how to do case taking. Module 5, which is the anatomy and physiology, which we interweave Western and Ayurvedic anatomy and physiology. Module 6, this is a lot to talk about the Ayurvedic nutrition. As Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant, we learn so much about the food, seasonal eating, the different qualities or gunas in the food, and how a food affects body, mind, and spirit. We learn about incompatible food combination, but also about Oja's food. This module is very comprehensive, and you will be spending a lot of hours in theory and practical. Module 7, it's the module of Swasta Vritam, how to maintain our health. And this is done with the 3 pillars of life, for example, but also daily routine, dinacharya, seasonal routine, learning how to have a good raticharya, which is the night routine. Module 8, talking about yoga, the different types of yogas, the different limbs of yoga, philosophy, panchakosha, pranayama, which are different breathing exercises, some asana, but also meditation, mantra, and chakras. Then in module 9, one of my favorite modules, the introduction to Panchakarma and Rasayana, that you know what is Panchakarma, how it is done according to classical Ayurveda. So this is an introduction. Later on, if you continue your lifestyle consultant course to become an Ayurvedic practitioner, this is something what we also teach you to provide those therapies. Module 10, Ayurvedic therapies. These are also in theory we discussed, and you can add on to have certification in the different Ayurvedic therapies. So we're continuing with module 11, small business. And this is something I really feel it's important for you, because our mission is that you will complete this course successfully and that you have different career options. You might work with another practitioner in the same field of Ayurveda, or join with a naturopath or another modality, or you might want to set up your own business. And this is important that you have an idea about how to write a business plan, work health and safety, ethics and legal compliance. You will learn about marketing, infection control, but also about governing bodies in Australia, learning about the TGA, knowing how to do proper documentation and record keeping. Very important module. And then module 12, which is the Dravya Guna, also one of my favorite modules, that you will learn about the Ayurvedic herbs, the qualities of the herbs, and you also find out about simple combinations and Ayurvedic recipes. So these are the 12 modules overview. And now looking at the suggested timeline of completion. As we said before, it's a self-paced course. So if you say like, oh, I really not able, I've got other commitments, I'm not able to complete this in 1 year. Yes, you can take 2 years, but ideally we would love you to complete within 2 years in order to receive the certification. So we suggest that students complete 1 module at a time, starting with the online component and finishing with the practical component at Lakshmi Ayurveda. However, you can also choose, if you say, I really want to do everything online first and then come to the clinic. This is also an option. We really want to fit into your personal life and make it really easy for you to book your practical at the clinic. Personally, my recommendations to you would be that once you start module 3, or by latest by module 4, that you book your hours at the clinic, as I feel it's so important to be connected together with your teachers in the team at the Lakshmi Clinic and work in the field of Ayurveda. So the module 1 is about 10 hours online. Then module 2, it's about 20 hours online. And then we have an online check-in, about 30 minutes. We can do this online and see how everything goes. But the module, you will be amazed by the setup of Teachable, the platform we're using for this course. You have your own profile. You have access to the PowerPoints. You have access to the lectures. We have quizzes. We have got open-ended questions. We always have a feedback form after each module. So before you check in, you can give me already feedback, what you feel you need to have more help with, or what you feel was really easy for you, that I already can be prepared for our online check-ins. Then module 3, it's 50 hours and and here 25 hours online and 25 hours practical. So really from very early on, you actually can start working at the Lakshmi Ayurveda clinic in Fremantle. Module 4, the patient examination, it's 60 hours, 30 hours online and 30 hours practical. Then again, we check in, this time we check in for an hour and see how everything is going. Then there's module 5, anatomy, and this is 25 hours online. Module 6, the Ayurvedic nutrition, is 80 hours, 40 hours online and 40 hours at the clinic. Then module 7, Swasta Vritam, 60 hours in total, 30 hours online, 30 hours practical. Module 8, 50 hours of yoga, 25 hours online, 25 hours practical. And then we check in again for an hour. And then you start module 9, 60 hours, 30 hours online, and 30 hours practical. Then module 10, 60 hours, 30 hours are online and 30 hours are practical. You can see you've got a huge practical component. So there's the equal part of theory and an equal part of practical. Module 11, that's online, 15 hours. And then the Dravya Guna, the herbology, 60 hours, which are 30 hours at the clinic and 30 hours practical. And then we do another online check-in. And I'm sure many of people ask and the interest, how much is this course? So the course is structured, it works out about $1,000 per module. So we have 12 modules and the entire course is 12,000 Australian dollars. This cost includes the online, practical, the training and the assessment time. So the whole course is $12,000. You have to bring in your own lunch, water to the clinic for the practical session. We cannot provide accommodation, but we do have accommodation possibilities close by as we are very central in Fremantle. So it's quite easy if anyone coming from interstates or overseas to find accommodation close to the clinic. We don't have parking at the clinic. This is for our staff and for the clients, but also parking is very close by to the clinic. The course is non-refundable up on commencement. So there are a few optional extra, which I did mention already before. So we do have certified training in many Ayurvedic therapies. And you can have the option to purchase bundles. If you purchase the bundles, you have a huge saving of hundreds of dollars on those treatments. So if you say, I want to learn Abhyanga, Pinda, and Kati Basti, you will save about $600 on that course. And we have the courses all scheduled, some already for later this year and also for 2026. You can also purchase additional mentoring. So I feel like during the course, you will see me at the practical clinic a lot, and we have those online check-ins before, but I always feel the more mentoring, the better. And this doesn't include only throughout your studies to become the Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant. I also would recommend to continue afterwards with private mentoring. So what can you do after completing our course at the Lakshmi Ayurveda Academy? So after successfully completing the course, which means 600 hours, that you have 300 hours online and 300 hours practical, you will be trained as an Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant. And the course is certified by the IICT, so you can get professional indemnity insurance and start your career as an Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant. But the choice is really yours, how you apply your learning. The course is great for both and personal but also professional development. And you can say, I will be working, I can see myself as an Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant. You could use the Ayurvedic nutrition component if you're a naturopath and specialize in Ayurvedic nutrition. You could hold workshops about how to prevent disease according to Ayurveda. You can work in different age groups. Somebody just recently said they wanted to do the course to work in aged or working for Ayurveda with the elderly. So there, you can do workshops in the community. You can do cooking classes, nutrition workshops. So really, there is so much potential for you how you can use this certification as an Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant. So yes, it is a certified course. So you will be graduates from the Lakshmi Ayurveda Academy as a recognized training provider by the IICT, the International Institute of Complementary Therapists. And this internationally recognized certificate upholds a very high standard and giving you the ability to obtain professional and personal indemnity insurance to practice as an Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant in Australia and abroad. We do have some information here about IICT. There's a QR code which you can take a picture of or scan. And if you join, there's also a $20 off discount once you become a practitioner membership. You can email any questions to our training at lakshmiayurveda.com.au. You can also arrange a phone consult or conversation with me about the course if there are any further questions. So we have this course scheduled to launch on the 16th of April. So this is literally just a few weeks away. And then we are open for enrollments. And we are so excited and hopefully to meet you at the Lakshmi Ayurveda Academy, joining to become an Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant certified by Lakshmi Ayurveda and the IICT, which gives you those endless opportunities to practice Ayurveda as a career. So with my experience of over 15 years as an Ayurvedic practitioner, my focus, my aim, my dharma is really to have a successful course. And a successful course means for me that you will be graduating and you feel you have the knowledge to perform Ayurvedic lifestyle consultant. You feel confident in the field of Ayurveda. So how we practice Ayurveda at the Lakshmi Ayurveda Academy, this is something how we teach you to practice authentic, classical Ayurveda safely according to rules, guidelines, and regulations here in Australia. So we look all forward, myself and the team is looking forward to welcoming you soon.